rookie. Boston and here's Diggins Smith motoring inside, flips it up and off. The tip won't go, and Melissa Smith curls it.
We saw her taking the drive on the last possession, coming off a really strong game against Atlanta.
Well, how about that take?
Sent two at Clark off the screen.
Gumake twisting, can't hit, long rebound. Knocked out of bounds, last touch Seattle. Able to twist out of it, 3 to shoot. Katie Lou Samuelson has to put it up, and it's a shot clock, so we can continue playing basketball. Here's Lloyd, shedding Mitchell, leaning forward and draining the J. Here's Clark with some space at the logo, will fire. In and out on a deep. Caitlin and NECA wearing mics for us today. You see Christy Mitchell at the line. Knocks in the first free throw. And we have seen those two. Here's Diggins Smith after the 2 made free throws. Gumake at 3 is good. Eka Gumake, third language would be, but sure. Lloyd, great pass. Magmagor traveled before the bucket. And Eka continues to climb ranks in this league's history as well. Clark dumps it in beautifully. Boston gets fouled. And we see a lot of those splits for Indiana players. Early game, 1.5 points, 42% from the floor. Last first quarter. Here's Lloyd trying to work Mitchell, and good D from Mitchell. It's going to stay. Trying to get it into Smith with the mismatch. Smith, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Teammates have a few days in Mexico to relax and unwind, but she said the next thing she did was go to New York City. She wanted to head to work on things like my floater, little shots around the rim, finishing better and refining my 3-point shot. And then, of course, she and Lexi Hull have gotten into depth.
Here's Mitchell in the corner. Didn't see Clark on the wing, and you can see Clark was a little frustrated with Mitchell. Oh, what a pass. Boston to Mitchell. Seattle has missed its last 5 shots. Now they haven't. Gumake. Boston goes to the corner. Katie Lou Samuelson can't hit the 3, but another good decision. Here's Diggins Smith across her body. No. And tapped out of bounds by Russell. Katie Lou Samuelson. Here's Boston backing down. One-on-one with Magmagor, using her strength. Magmagor able to
get a hand on it, but Magmagor still did.
Nice pass. Whitcomb to Russell. Can't finish it. And dunked his 3-bound. Wade can't hit the jumper. Clark ends up with a rebound. Clark, what a pass. Hit stride. And Hull lays it.
Of the get-ahead pass. And
that was her first assist of the between Caitlin and her teammates and Caitlin.
And up until that point, yeah.
This felt more like a steady jog. Here's Whitcomb from 3. She got it.
Sam.
Caitlin and NECA wearing mics for us today, as well as both head coaches. Jewel Lloyd connects on a 3. Quarter ends. Caitlin Clark, just 1 of 4 from the floor in that first. Indiana ties their season low for first quarter points.
To start this season, but it feels like from the outside looking in, it's starting to really connect. What does it seem like on the inside?
I mean, yeah, that's what it feels like.
Identity has been really around defense, though. Tell me how you feel like the defense has slowed the flow of Indiana so far.
Well, you know, we wanted to do better.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly.
All right, Seattle.
Jewel hit this ridiculous shot over 2 defenders. She's performed so well.
A tough shot taker and maker. What we saw is an ability to attack Dantas in the middle of the floor. She knows it's. I thought that, you know, our first 3 steps were good to get back, and just being mindful of where Clark is. And
Ryan Rucco is to get butter in at some point the rest of this telecast.
Aces Lynx. Saturday on CBS. Aces. Here's Clark. Clark bounces off, mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebound, Alyssa Smith.
Slowed down today, and it's really because of Seattle. Seattle is the #1 team in the league. I think it's an interesting identity that maybe I didn't expect with Seattle because they're such.
We're starting to find their offensive flow before the Olympic break. Did not quite have it against Atlanta the other night as Whitcomb shoot 30%, not 40, 30%. They are 13-0 as Dantas follows it up. Here's Magmagor for Indiana. Here's Diggins Smith. Busting inside. Can't finish. A lot of contact. No. Here's Diggins Smith. Shot clock at 2. Magmagor able to lay it in on the reverse. Caitlin Clark getting ready to check back in. Here's Mitchell on a three. She got it. Much. Good denial there from Hull. Here comes Lloyd with Wheeler trailing her, and Wheeler will be called for the... Here's Lloyd on the runner. Serves it up short. Boston the rebound. Into the corner. Agumake a three. Butter. Bunny. Here comes Clark. Wielding through traffic. Finds Hull. Lays it in. Katie's in. That's per game. Holly.
Well, the thing that's amazing is just 1 week ago today, Atlanta, Indiana, in 1 week, as he was having some fatigue.
Talk about the rest for the non-Olympians. Clark didn't take that three, had it. Into the lane she goes and gets fouled. Caitlin Clark will go to the line.
Remarkable to me watching games on Thursday. Half of the Olympians, 6 of them played. We'll have to wait and see, but they all looked outstanding out of the break.
Lloyd gets back door and lays it in. Off to Hull. Her three is good. Clark looking to push for Indiana. Here's Clark speeding all the way in to the cup. To cut it to one. Here's McMagor twisting inside. Can't finish it. And Hull the rebound. Clark trying to shake Whitcomb. Step back is good. Here's Clark. Looking to shake Horston. Clark sings a pass. Hull on the wing. Connects. It is 3. Lloyd and Clark getting into it, and Clark is going to get called for the foul. Mitchell with 11. Here's Agumake. A lot of contact, no. Here's Diggins-Smith through the lane. Skylar Diggins-Smith to the cup. Indiana, 1 point lead.
So, you know, this is going to be one of those you're going to have to just grind out. Caitlin's able to run, get into the rim. You know, we had 16 in those last few minutes of that second quarter, which was really...
That's not with you. And saw that, according to some, she's already passed. According to our company, others had Tisha at 224 and thus have already given her. Here's Skylar Diggins-Smith in and out on a three. And Alyssa Smith trying to shed Clark. Lloyd gets denied by Clark, and here's Nneka Agumake fading away. Can't float it in. Katie Lou Sampson. There is Mitchell on a three on another. Indiana, a 4-point lead, their largest of the game. They started to hit their threes after being cold early. Missed there from league's history. Skylar Diggins-Smith lays it in, puts the foul. And either way, she has the record firmly now. As Clark, a good look. She got it. And Clark up to double figures, 11 points as Lloyd gets fouled. And if it's Boston, it'll be our next WNBA game. The Lynx
Get hard for...
1 of 8 from deep. That is Clark's 5th technical this season. Oh, what a dime! Clark to Boston! Go by of Clark, couldn't finish. Indiana with pace. Here's Samuelson, denied. 12 rebounds in this game already. Here's Clark working behind Boston. Feeds her. Boston, great footwork. Just grabbed the rebound. Here's Clark, fouled by Diggins-Smith. Here's Agumake. Agumake spins inside and finishes. Smith.
I sat down with her on her wonderful off-day series, and she talked on through with her mental health, and she...
Skylar back on the court doing her thing this season. Moving forward, here's Clark on the move into the paint. Squeezes it to the corner to Mitchell. She got it. What a pass. Able to find McMagor. She connects on a long two. Mitchell with 19 points to lead the way. Alyssa Smith trying to find an angle, could not. Boston trying to work McMagor. Unable to float it in. The tip won't go. Another one is good. Over to Clark. Clark on the move. Little runner is good. That Mitchell picks the pocket as Lloyd goes down and Mitchell lays it in. And here's Diggins-Smith. Skylar. Wow. Tough finish. Most of her points were in the paint and from the three-point line. And to alter it, it squirts out to Horston. 2 seconds left. Whitcomb can't hit the three at the buzzer. Meanwhile, 4th quarter, tight game. Indiana and Seattle as Whitcomb can't hit. Jewel Lloyd able to meet her. Here's Clark. Quick first step. Clark cutting to the hoop, able to lay it in. Clark thought about it, dumps it down. Dantes gets fouled. To Chelsea as well, but the way Jewel moves, she's just, after grabbing another in Paris, slings it over to Hull, wide open three. She got it. Hull with 13 off the bench. Lloyd able to serve it in off the window. When you're playing with Caitlin Clark and how much Lexi Hull has unlocked that for Indiana. On cue. Instead, and now comes Lloyd. Here's Lloyd veering, and Clark will get called for the foul. Yeah, and what's different about them now than the start of the season? Holly's fighting through it today. Here's Clark bodying in and banking it home. Caitlin guarded by Diggin Smith. And a travel. Into the paint she goes. And Lloyd, how about Lloyd?
Right now, Gabby Williams, of course, hasn't played in the W this season as she carried the...
Diggin Smith able to skate free and finish. 5-on-4 as Clark still in pain, holding her left arm as Seattle lays it in and was led into trouble. Fourth foul on Boston. Wow. Now Mitchell and Hull get knocked into each other. A lot of second half minutes. Mitchell speeds into the paint, curls around. Hull connects. Clark lobbing it in. Boston draws two in the corner. Hull, you bet. Boston with 9 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Triple-double watch. Loose ball. Horston able to clean it up and flip it in. And a different team, though. Clark. She got it. 3 of her last 5. Here's Mitchell alone. Connects. 0 for 6 from 3. Lloyd twisting. Can't bank it in. Mitchell the rebound. Wheeling behind Boston. Clark speeds into the paint. Kicks it out. Dantes. She got it. Here's Dantes. Over to Hull. Dantes. Not that time. Look at Lexi Hull darting it. Bounces to Boston. Boston. 4 to shoot. Dantes step back is good. Bench has been the difference today. Taking a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule. Thursday on Pro. See the way Indiana's playing as they continue to climb the stands with 9 assists. She was 1 assist away. Iterate that when this season's done. And Holly.
Sure, she didn't trust her. And I was like, you know, if there's anyone in the world that has good hands.
In this second half of the season with a tough, tight loss against Atlanta, who also beat Connecticut.
And Dallas. Satu Sabali is back.
Like 9 assists, 5 rebounds. It also... And a jump ball. And they took what was a 1-point lead. Noelle Quinn, I believe, is upset. Seattle had called a timeout and emptied their bench. The game was seemingly... will officially do it. Indiana gets its first win of the season against Seattle. 92-75 the final.